Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Ariba, and we all know that ghost footage is not real, right? Right. If you believe in ghosts, come here, come here. What are you believing in ghosts for? Do you think ghosts are real? The fuck? Anyways, I'm not going to get scared. I'm not even going to flinch. Nothing. I'm just doing this for you guys. And I'm going to try and debunk all the videos I see. Because what? I'm a hater. Certified hater.
Most of us live normal lives. Work, hanging out, then it's back to the house. But every now and again, we're reminded that things are definitely not what they seem. For many people, explaining some of the footage you're about to see would be downright impossible.
Because they are dummies.
The footage to back the claims up, and even for the most ardent skeptic, these clips are about to turn you into believers in the fact that our world is weird. Because these are some of the scariest and yet most unexplainable events ever caught on camera. Join me.
The amount of bullshit I'm about to see. The amount of bullshit I'm about to see. It's crazy. Let's go.
As we have a look at 20 paranormal events caught on camera. Number 20. A spooked cat. To kick things off, we'll take you to Ontario, Canada, where a cat mother caught some really spooky stuff going on in her home. Kathy Gallagher, a 45-year-old lady, made headlines in 2022 when she claimed that she had gotten evidence of the supernatural. At the time, she explained that she had just moved into her home in Ontario and that she had noticed a lot of strange things going on. She was especially spooked by the fact that objects appeared to simply be moving on their own, and weirded out but still determined to get to the bottom of it, she decided to set up CCTV cameras at different parts of the house.
Now, let me tell you something. If you believe in ghosts, okay, and you believe that ghosts can be found on CCTV footage, unsubscribe. Don't follow me, don't watch my videos, nothing. I can't reason with you.
House. On one fateful day, she would appear to find what she was looking for. Her cat, interestingly named Salem, was sitting on its own staring at two nesting dolls when it suddenly got up and ran. But if you take a closer look at the footage, you tell me that you don't see something jump out from one of the doll's bodies. As Kathy explained, the doll had actually belonged to her mother, and it dated back to the 1950s. The family heirloom or not, I don't think that doll would be in my house much longer after that. Number...
Are you serious? The cat saw something come out of the door and ran away. That's your paranormal event. Fuck you.
19. The Dobby Mystery. You know how certain things seem unreal but suddenly begin to turn up once more people believe in them? Well, it appears that J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series has become such a cultural icon that we're now seeing characters from it literally come to life. Back in 2019, Vivian Gomez, a woman based in Colorado Springs, raised a huge alarm after she claimed that she had seen footage of a creature that seemed to look suspiciously like Dobby the Elf, the popular character from the Harry Potter movies, and to make things even more interesting, she literally presented proof. As Vivian would explain, the creature had opened the door at her home and had come out.
Inside edition, these are the foolish things they like. Do not go and cover any correct news. Somebody has seen this foolish thing on her CCTV camera, and then you send a news crew to go and interview her.
Then it's
like there are no pressing issues to talk about. Jimmy.
Sauntered onto the driveway and did a quick frolic before vanishing into the dead of night. Sadly for her, she was unable to actually find additional footage of her CCTV camera because it was limited.
My camera only goes for 10 seconds.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
So it just cut
Fuck
off
you.
at that point.
Now,
I hate you so much. I hate it when people like try and pull something out of their ass, even though they do not believe in it, just to confuse people or just to sway people's minds. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? How can you come and tell me this and expect me to believe it? And who is it? Why are they granting her an interview? Like the fuck? It's so stupid. Ghost footage is so stupid. I hate. That is one thing I hate because of how stupid it is and how people fall for it. How many views does this video have? Fucking 2.7 million views. What are the comments saying? The dog getting his collar yanked was the worst one for me. Makes me want to never leave my dog home alone. The fuck? Who do you think you are that ghost will come for your dog? How important do you think you are that a ghost will be living with you? Like, who the fuck am I? Why should somebody be standing behind me right now? The fuck? In number 11, the cat was actually scared by a person. Thank you. Somebody is debunking the video over here. Thank you so much. Number 15, the door closed, the light is on, and bro, the black guy freaking out is just like me. Paranormal activity. What? Somebody has brought their story. Let's read their story. When I was little, I used to live in my grandparents' house, and one night, when you were fucking little, who hasn't seen some weird shit when they were children? When I was about to go to bed, my dad was tucking me in, and I sat up and pointed to the corner of the room, asking who that person was. My dad looked and didn't see anyone, so he asked me to describe the person. And I described them exactly how my great-grandma looked, who I believe died in that house. My dad also went on a ghost tour last week and saw lots of... You're fucking telling me that there's a ghost tour? There's a ghost tour. Do the ghosts come and sign contracts and tell me that, oh, I'll appear here so people should come and see and watch? It says what? My dad also went on a ghost tour last weekend and saw lots of paranormal activity. Are you stupid? There's a ghost tour. There's a tour. It's like a fucking convention for people to go and see paranormal activities. Bro, let's just continue with the video. I'm fucking pissed right now. Let's just continue with the video. What are you telling me?
I'm right at this point, but I really wish that it had just stayed for a little while longer. Some people claim that the figure could have been Vivian's 9-year-old son Bobby just goofing around, but considering that the figure looked really lanky and had very bowed legs, I would doubt it. Perhaps the Dobby is real after all. Number 18, The Great Ghostly. Now, if you're a fan of literature and classic films, then you probably were a fan of The Great Gatsby, the magnum opus of F. Scott Fitzgerald. The book is one of the best-selling titles of all time, and it was also adapted into one of the most entertaining movies of our time, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. While many of us have been thrilled by The Great Gatsby, one of the most intriguing characters in the film was, of course, Daisy Buchanan. She was the leading lady in the movie, and many believe that her character was influenced by Ginevra King, a socialite that lived between 1898 and 1980, and who was rumored to have had an affair with Fitzgerald. In 2018, a woman named Christy Ranieri was on a walk close to the summer house owned by King when she spotted something strange. As she would explain, she had stopped to take a selfie when she got home and examined the picture. And what do you know, there was something that looked like a ghost peeking in.
I'm losing brain cells just watching this video. I'm losing fucking brain cells just watching this video. Listen to me. If you've watched Rick and Morty, there's an episode called The Man on the Moon, where there was like a smudge on the lens, and then Morty thought he saw a man on the moon. All that. This is the only way I'm going to explain this. It's a fucking smudge on the glass. Move to the house right now. You see the imprint over there. It's dust. What? Who does this woman think she is? Why is she moving there at that time and the ghost is like, oh, who is that? Who the fuck does she think she is? Who get... Oh my god, that...
As Christy would explain, that can only be the ghost of Ginevra King, showing that she still is very much roaming around the world. I have my doubts.
If you guys just listened to the bullshit that was said first, it's a character in a book. The character in the book, and they're telling me that the character came out of the book and is roaming the earth and has come to your area. It's roaming the world and has come to your area. Bro, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. What are you telling me? Let's continue, okay?
But I'd sure love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comment section down below. Number 17, aching for a haircut. Now normally if you go in for a haircut, you know what to expect. People like you seated in front of mirrors getting their hair done. But on this day, I don't think the guys at this particular salon expected what they got. This clip, taken back in 2010, shows the moment that something truly spooky happened at a hair salon. According to the salon's owner, he had actually been a bit skeptical about installing cameras, but ended up being glad that he did. You'll notice that the entire salon, only a woman is getting her hair done, with 2 seats being empty. And then if you take a good look at the chair in the distance with the dark blue cape,
I just saw the string that he used to pull the. Let's look at it together. Look at this. Is this not string? Right now, I'm not going to try and debunk the video safe. Believe in your ghosts.
look at the chair in the distance with the dark blue cape.
Look at the string. What are you? Look at the string.
I mean, first of all, the chair raised up by itself, as if someone had stood up from it, and then the cape kind of shrinks inside instead of falling down. The entire thing was crazy enough to scare the guy sitting close to it, and to be honest, I would be out of there as well if it were me. Number 16, the thirsty ghost. You know that feeling when you've been saying something to someone, but no one ever believes you until you show them proof? Well, you can only imagine how vindicated this woman must have felt when she finally caught some paranormal activity in her home on camera. Back in 2012, Donna Ayers began raising an alarm about the different weird activities around her house. That included, and especially the fact, that things were seemingly moving on their own. Looking to really nail the proof, she decided to take a video.
Let me tell you something. Pour water in that cup. Pour water in that cup and let the ghost move it and let's see. An empty cup that you can put a string on it and just pull. Pour water in that cup and let the ghost pull it, then I'll believe it.
Video recording. Right on cue, she captured something, literally in her kitchen, that decided to move a cup.
Oh my gosh. The surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry. So there's no reason for it to be moving.
Why is she so close to the ghost? Oh my gosh. Is that the initial reaction you have to something just moving? I'm nitpicking.
So did show underneath the platform where the cup was to reveal that there was nothing there. So the question remains, what on earth was actually moving that cup? According to the lady, she believed that she was being haunted by her late brother. If that is the case, I wonder if the guy's just thirsty in the great beyond or something. I mean, hey, when you've got to quench your thirst, you...
And nobody's going to ask her why she's being haunted by her brother. What did she do to her brother? Because if she was good to the brother will become a guardian angel. But if the brother is a ghost and is haunting you, what did you do to your brother? Gun to your head. Tell us.
Gotta quench your thirst, right? Number 15. Messing with a victim. Most people who experience paranormal activities tend to have first-hand experience literally on their own, and that experience can be quite harrowing when you're by yourself. Now, for a perfect example of this, we'll take a look at this guy. The clip, which was taken in November of 2017, shows a guy working late at the office when he suddenly hears an alarm going off. As the clip will show, he decides to go and check it out, and eventually came back thinking that he was done, but little did he know that whatever was behind the entire thing was not done messing with him. Visibly scared once again, the guy decides to go and check out what's happening. I don't know what happened behind the camera, but he was so spooked that he literally hightailed it out of there and ran away. I don't think that he'll be coming back to
If you flinched, if this scared you, if this just scared you.
the next day, though. Number 14. Ghosts in school. If you're a parent, you must have heard your children give some funny reasons why they don't want to go to school, like it's cold outside, or they feel sick even when they're not, or perhaps the bus driver's just mean to them. Well, what about it if the school is haunted by a ghost? Back in 2017, CCTV footage would show a weird moment when things began to get kind of spooky at a middle school in Ireland. As the footage would show, things began when a backpack suddenly flew off the top of a locker. Then, as if that wasn't enough, one of the posters on the wall decided to take a trip to the ground as well. And for a third act, the chairs in the hallway started moving on their own. According to reports, the chair...
Why is it that ghosts just throw one thing and move to the other? Why can't he still control that piece of paper? Why can't he shoot it back to where it came from? Why can't he move that paper anymore? Why does the ghost move to the chair? From the locker to the paper to the chair. The ghost cannot stick to one thing. Does the ghost have ADHD? What the...
in the hallway started moving on their own. According to reports, the school in question had long been rumored to be haunted because the land on which it was built used to be an execution ground for criminals. But it looks like the guys are hunting for some vengeance and taking it out on those poor school materials. Number 13. Ghosts in the crib. Being a parent can be challenging. You're constantly looking to protect them from harm. But while maintaining your children's safety from physical danger is pretty easy, how do you protect them when there's harm from the other side? Back in 2019, Josh Higgins and Heather Brow, a couple based out of Michigan, made the news after they had shared footage of what they truly believed to be a ghost that was haunting their little girl, Lily. As the parents...
Why is something like this? Apparently ghosts are real. Why is it only happening in America? Why don't we see it in Ghana? Why don't we see it anywhere else?
To set up a camera to monitor their daughter, they would be shocked to find what appeared to be a specter moving through her room. And as you would expect, it startled the little girl.
Couple's nanny cam video a few weeks ago what appears to be something moving in front of the baby crib.
The parents added that the ghostly shape had been assaulting them, first the daughter and then Heather herself.
It scares us.
Arrest those parents right now. They have been abusing their child. What the fuck are you telling me? The ghost has been abusing your child and abusing yours. Please take those parents to those. They are abusing that child. Those parents are abusing that child. Listen to this again.
Something moving in front of the baby crib.
The parents added that the ghostly shape had been assaulting them, first the daughter and then Heather herself.
It scared.
And the ghost has not attacked the man because the man is what? The ghost didn't attack the man. He attacked only the baby and the mother. The man is beating them. He's beating them in the house. Bro, what the... Acha, can you look at my face and tell me this? The man is abusing the children and you are telling me that the ghost came to beat the child first, then the mother. That woman is not safe. Like, all jokes aside, that woman is not safe. Okay? That woman is not safe. Help her. Wherever she is, help her. Remove her from the hands of that abuser. There are no ghosts. Ghosts are not real. What is real is a man's hand on your face and your child's face. Ghosts are not real. What is real are the punches that your husband is giving you. Bro, what the...
Us that it could do something else. I mean, there was even a morning that I woke up and I felt like something was around my, like someone's hands were around my neck.
Listen to this again.
Scares us that it could do something else. I mean, there was even a morning that I woke up and I felt like something was around like someone's hands were around my neck.
And according to
Paranormal investigators. You not call the police. You are calling paranormal investigators. Fuck everybody who participated in this. Fuck you all. You are allowing that woman to be abused. How me, after listening to this foolish footage for 2 minutes, I can derive that the husband is abusing them. Hey! And the husband is even threatening her, telling her to go and say this, or he's manipulating her. Bro, imagine the gaslighting. How can you gaslight me after choking me and telling me that it was a ghost? It was a ghost. A ghost has been choking me and my child in her sleep, and the ghost is not touching you. You, bro. I feel like I'm the only one with brain cells in this whole video. I want to know that there are people who side with me on this, because there's no fucking way. There's no way you can tell me this.
Investigators that were brought in to check out the scene, the man who had originally lived in the home had taken his own life, so it appears that his ghost may have had unfinished business in the home.
Fuck everybody involved in this, except for the mother and the child, because they are being abused. Everyone else who is concurring to this story, who is accepting this bullshit, fuck you.
Out a little earlier than planned. Number 12, the haunted pot store. Back to stories of ghosts that might be trying to make contact with the physical world, our next story takes us to Oregon, where the owner of a dispensary claimed that his shop was apparently being haunted. In 2018, a man named Andy Gomez, who owned a pot dispensary, claimed that he had substantial proof that his shop was being haunted by ghosts. And for that proof, he showed this surveillance footage, and just watch the pot jar as it suddenly begins to move while he's arranging the place. To make things worse here, Andy added that he had felt a weird presence.
Okay, so this message is for ghosts, because apparently they can be in the physical realm with us. So if you are a ghost and you have a YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you are a ghost, I have a question for you. Why don't you people just do things immediately? Why do you have to be moving this small? Or is it that your reach to the physical realm is not that giddy? But we just saw paper that was just dashed, or the paper is light, or I'm the one not thinking. Come on, you're a ghost, talk to me. In fact, comment right now, you that ghost. Comment right now in this comment section for me to believe you. Somebody who smokes every day has gone to set up a video for you, and then you come to tell me, fuck you.
While the whole thing was happening,
as it was happening, I kind of felt like somebody was standing next to me, or like somebody was like right here.
and if that wasn't enough, check out the jar with the pens on the counter. Now keep in mind that this is a pot dispensary. Any doctoring of surveillance footage could land the guys in jail. Could we have a ghost looking to just simply burn some trees?
Exactly.
Who knows?
The ghost just
Number
wants a
11,
piece.
Ghost feline. Now for something that just can't be explained anywhere, take a look at this piece of footage. Captured in 2019, this footage shows two cats sitting calmly on the front porch of their owner's home. It looks pretty chill. Well, you're about to see something weird though. Suddenly, one of those cats appeared to have been scared by something that was coming out of the shrubs close to the two of them. And that's when it decided to run for the hills, leaving its partner alone. But just as soon as the cat takes off, it seemingly vanishes.
The cat has not vanished. The cat is in between here and here, and he's moving in this straight line, going there. What are you telling me?
Where did he go? Did he literally turn into a firefly and float away? Where on earth did it go? The craziest thing was that the feline's partner seemingly just looked unbothered about the entire thing. Either the cat was on his own way, or he'd probably seen his partner do that before. But either way, it's some crazy stuff if you ask me. Number 10. Superhuman speed. You'll probably want to buckle up for this one.
I'm going to skip this one because I don't even. It's editing. I'm skipping. I fucking hate this. I'm skipping. Thank you.
Situation would have definitely
It's editing.
itself if it hadn't intervened. Number 9. Talking to nobody. One of the most challenging jobs is that of a security guard, especially if you work in a public place and need to deal with different types of people daily. However, what if you had to deal with a literal ghost? In 2022, a story would go viral about a security guard at a hospital in Argentina who claimed to have spoken with a customer, even though all evidence points to otherwise. CCTV footage would show the security guard, who was working on the night shift, suddenly walking up and opening the barricade, except that he was doing it for nobody. As the footage would show, the guard was clearly standing like he was attending to someone, and according to the guy he was, per reports, the security guard...
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Okay? Shut up! Let me do the same thing this guy's done. Now clip that and go and tell people that it's ghost footage. I was talking to somebody. The fuck?
Guard claimed that at around 3 a.m. that morning, an elderly woman came to the lobby claiming she had forgotten something in her room. And so he took her name down and gestured that she should go up, as we saw in the video.
So what's her room number? Can we go and verify? What's her room number? What's her name? What are the details? Okay? What are the details?
The security guard even offers her a wheelchair, but she refuses, as evidenced by this clip. And after a while, the security guy just starts getting worried because she hasn't returned. And so he called up to her room and would be shocked to find that there was no one there. Even worse, hospital authorities would confirm that no one had been in the room the entire night. To his dismay, the authorities claimed that the elderly lady who had been in that room had died the day before their encounter. And the woman's name was the same one that he had written down on his phone. If you was ever assigned to quit your job, it's safe to say this is probably it.
Bro, please, don't tell me you believe this. Please, I'm begging you. Please, grow a fucking brain. Please.
Number 8. The Baby Pusher. Ashley Scott, a woman from Tennessee, has claimed that she's had several run-ins with the paranormal since she was a toddler. From ghosts visiting her in her crib to the spirits that she's talked to, she's claimed not to be unfamiliar with supernatural occurrences. So I'm guessing that this one wouldn't have been much of a shock to her. Back in 2022, footage from the room of Ashley's son Gavin surprised many people, as it showed what appeared to have been a ghost pushing the boy. As the footage would show, Gavin...
It's like we all do not know that children are highly unbalanced and they can fall and trip over air. It's like we don't know that. What do I need to tell you to convince you that this is all bullshit? Like, what do I have to do? Talk to me. I'll do it for you. Why is it? It's an obvious thing. We know that babies are unbalanced. They can literally trip over air. So why are we even listening to this bullshit right now? And somebody came to push their baby. Why? So go and question that ghost. That ghost. What could you have done in your past life that after you are dead and you're a ghost, you are not coming to push babies? What's the deal? What do you get out of it? Is it just a running gag for you? Is it a personal joke between you and the baby? Is it a personal joke between you and other ghosts in the room? Like
climbed up on a shelf while he was in his room with Ashley's partner Chris. Then all of a sudden, this happened. Now, I don't know about you, but I doubt that babies just tip over and fall like that.
they do.
Was the wind just too strong?
They do.
Or perhaps it was a ghost giving little Gavin a nudge. Number 7. Getting the right angle. Located in Omaha, Nebraska, the Museum of Shadows claims to be one of the most haunted museums in the world. They claim to have thousands of certified haunted items, all of which have been stored away safely.
At a price. Guys, This is all psyche. This is all in your mind. Okay, this is all in your mind. When you enter that place and you see the ambience, everything that they set up for you, now your mind is going to run wild. Your mind is now going to run wild and do the work for them. These people are basically making money off you. They are making money off you and your mind and what your mind does to you. Bro, this is a smart business model. I'll build one. This bottle cover is haunted. I'll go and paste it there. And when you come, you'll be like, hey, so who unscrewed it? And then there'll be some mechanics over there to be turning it a little. And you'll be like, the ghost who owns the cap, he still wants it. This is a special cap because this cap was given to him by his father. So when his father unscrewed it for the last time before he died, he gave it to him. This bottle cover is haunted. Okay? So you people all come and pay $50 and come and watch this bottle cap. Smart business plan.
While many might argue about the claim, the museum has shared several interesting pieces of footage to show the types of activities taking place. And this one definitely...
Yeah, telling me that this is definitely not PR. This is definitely not PR. The owners of the supernatural stuff are bringing you videos to show you why they are supernatural. And you are believing it.
ranks as one of the craziest. Captured in 2020, the clip shows what appears to be the basement of the museum where several artifacts are kept. And just watch as a chair begins to rotate.
Of course, you have to add the unsettling music.
Suddenly developed a mind of its own, or there's someone sitting in it, someone who does not want to be seen. Either way, I'm surely glad that I don't work there.
And what is this? What could possibly be haunted about a hospital wheel bed? Surely there's something there.
Number 6, a dog-eat-dog world. Seeing animals being scared can be pretty awful. However, for this clip, I really want to see what the heck was going on. The clip in question would be uploaded to TikTok in 2021, and it shows the harrowing moment where 2 dogs appeared to have witnessed something out of the ordinary. To begin with, the dogs start the clip barking pretty loudly at something, and then all of a sudden they stop for some unknown reason and stand still. Now, this in and of itself is pretty strange, but it also even gets worse. Suddenly, the collar on the black dog gets yanked up and off, but we cannot see who or what had even caused it.
Please, Peter, you know Peter, P-E-T-A. Please go and arrest that homeowner. He's abusing those animals for content.
It's long been rumored that dogs are capable of seeing ghosts and the paranormal, so I'm not going to dispel the probability that this could have been more than just a regular sighting. Number 5, Granny Wants In. Joey and Amy Radke, a couple from Minnesota, made headlines back in March of 2022 when they would release footage of what truly was a disturbing sight. According to the couple, they had been out of their new home for some errands, but then kept the cameras on to ensure proper surveillance. And when they returned, they would be greeted by a harrowing sight. The figure appears suspiciously like an old woman in pajamas, and even Radke's pets were so spooked suspiciously like
an old woman in pajamas with big ass boots. The old one has big ass boots. You see the red boots? That red big boots. That's what the old man is wearing with her pajamas.
An old woman in pajamas, and even Radke's pets were so spooked that they literally ran for cover when it appeared.
That's the harrowing.
The couple had actually been warned that their home had been haunted by an elderly woman who had passed away while living there, but they ignored all signs, and I doubt they needed any more telling after this. Number 4, here for a pint. You know, the fact that a person has passed doesn't necessarily mean that they can't still miss their hobbies, and for our next clip, it appears that someone deceased is still hankering for a nice brewski. In November of 2021, this clip would surface online, showing a strange moment at the Blue House Pub on Corporation Road in Hendon, Sunderland. As the clip would show, a freshly poured pint of beer suddenly tips over, spilling its content onto the floor below. The pub's owner, Darla Anderson, claimed that at that time she had actually heard that the location was haunted. But
what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Every single person. Previously, this place was haunted. Somebody told me. Somebody told me. All of a sudden, you are telling me that somebody just comes to tell you that. Do you know this area is haunted? You don't know. This area is haunted, oh. And you go home and then you go and see something and be like, that stranger told me. What?
Paid any mind to the warnings, especially since she never saw anything weird before. Well, she may be well read.
And why is it a warning? The ghosts are not killing anybody, so they are just pushing things about. And how is that scary? And how is that going to impact you? Unless the ghost always pours out all the drinks that you bring out, it's not going to do anything to you. So why is it a warning?
Considering now. Number 3, a jolly ride. Even if they're ghosts, I guess children will always be children. And like the live ones, it appears that a lot of ghost children really just can't wait to have fun. At least that's what it seemed like at the Barnsley Antique Centre in England. The shop, which is known to sell toys and other antique items, got an interesting visitor back in 2017. At that time, Daniel Parquet, a dealer of antiques at the center, suddenly saw a Bambi rocking horse on the ground. He immediately became curious as to how the horse had found its way to the ground, especially since there had been no rain or strong winds around the shop the night before. And so he checked out the surveillance footage and was even more freaked out. The footage begins with the rocking horse being placed gently on a platform, and then suddenly it starts to rock.
A rocking horse rocks. Haunted confirmed. A rocking horse rocks off something. A rocking horse rocks. Ghostbusters.
Continuously, even though nobody or no thing was coming in contact with it. And then it appeared that whoever was riding the Bambi was having too much fun as the rocking horse swung so much that it fell to the ground. And hey, if it is a ghost child, can you really blame them? Everyone wants to have fun every once in a while, right? Number 2, the nervous guard. If you're a security guard, it's important to always be alert, no matter what takes place. For Jay Brown, it appeared that this rule was literal, because he was even on guard against what he thought was a ghost. Back in 2018, Jay posted a video on his YouTube channel where he had claimed that he saw a ghost, and sharing the surveillance footage from the hospital where he worked, he showed himself sitting in the lobby and suddenly jolting up when he saw what he believed to have been a ghost.
I looked at it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something, because I didn't know what to do.
Now, to be fair, you do see a bit of a whitish figure flashing in front of him, but while you might want to dismiss Jay, he's also claimed that he heard footsteps before and even caught a ceiling light fall on its own.
For the first video, but this time I guess it's getting used to me or something. I don't know. That's kind of creepy.
The ghost is getting used to you. Bro, I'm not even going to say anything. No. Everything that I've said from the beginning of the video should answer this person.
I don't know. I don't know who it is or what it is, but leave me alone, for real. Because this is ridiculous.
The guy could be telling the truth, you know. Number 1, the pale creature. In July of 2022, a mysterious figure made the rounds after being captured in Moorhead, Kentucky. The footage in question had been released by a media house that focuses on paranormal activity, and it immediately sparked a massive debate amongst believers of paranormal activities online and those who were skeptical. The creature could be seen with a hunched back, slouching and trying to look for something in particular, although no one really knows what it was.
Well, let us see from the moment this person was caught on camera. Even if it is 1 hour before, Let us see how the place was. Let it pan to him come, or did he just appear?
Buzz. So far, everyone's been dropping suggestions as to what this creature could be. Some would claim that it's an alien, while others claim that it could be a paranormal figure or a spirit. Some even believe it to be the Pale Man from the 2006 movie Pan's Labyrinth. Honestly, your guess is as good as anyone's. We live in a world that doesn't necessarily conform to our vision.
Because of how much I hate this video, I'm not going to let this guy give the outro. I'm going to give the outro my fucking self. Anyways, you know, this is a 40-minute video. That's crazy. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because this has been bullshit. This has been a bullshit ride, bro. Imagine recording a video for 40 minutes and nobody watches it. Come on, guys, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Otherwise, I'll send ghosts to your area. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe.